Hey everybody, today I have for you another keyboard to review. This is an EPOMAKER LUMA100. I've been excited to do this one because it's a low profile RGB tri-mode mechanical keyboard. Usually I use like the regular profile, and this one just looks really cool to me, so I wanted to give it a shot. So they sent it to me and I'm going to show you what comes in the box and what I think about it. And let's go. So I took the plastic off of the outside, but I have not opened it up. So you're going to enjoy that at the same time I do. So I'm going to take off the outer part of the box and let's open it up. Ooh, okay. Well, this is a surprise. Not quite sure what this is. Let's take this out of the plastic. All right, I'm still not sure what this is supposed to be. I guess it's a travel case. If you want to take the keyboard with you, they give you this little case with magnetic clasp buttons. Yeah. Let me know in the comments below if you take your full-size mechanical keyboard with you when you go on vacation. I would like to know. We have a manual. And here's the keyboard. That right there. And then the accessories. What do we get? We get a braided cable with the little dongle right here on a bungee strap. It's USB-A to USB-C. We get a keycap and switch removal tool. For some reason, we get a polishing cloth. Silica gel. Everybody needs some of that. Looks like we get 2 extra low-profile switches. And we get some extra keycaps. Yay, we get some Mac keycaps. Gotta love that because I'm a Mac person. And it looks like some extra feet if there aren't any on there right now. So that's the extras. I'll put that up. Let's get to the main event. Here's the keyboard. Now this kind of reminds me of another brand of keyboard. Who else is thinking the same thing I am right now? This reminds them a little bit of Newfie keyboards. But this one, it's nice. The Epomaker has an aluminum body. That's right, this is aluminum. And it has some feet on the bottom, some rubber feet. There aren't any fold out feet to change the angle of the keyboard. So this is what you get right here. This is the side view. Let's check out the connectivity. We have a USB-C port right here so that you can connect it with wired and charge the batteries, and we have an on-off switch. That's all we have as far as switches go. Now we do know, because I showed you this cable, that it does have 2.4 gigahertz ability to connect wirelessly, and I'm sure it's also got Bluetooth, and you could probably also use it wired. And we have this bar right here. It looks to me like it's going to be an LED bar, so we'll check that out here in a second. I like this purple and white motif. I kind of like that. If in the perfect world, it would be blue because I like blue better than purple, but you know, I'm not hating it. Let's check out the keys. You can see them here. Now you can see this is a full-size keyboard. You have a whole dedicated number pad and a dedicated function row. So that's nice. So let's remove one of these keycaps so I can show it to you up close. Well, the whole thing came out. The cap and the switch. Let me show you the keycap first. There's a cap. You can see that it's very thin. That's because it's thin profile. Here's the inside of it. It looks like it's a double shot, sort of, because the little post here that connects to the switch looks clear to me. I don't know if that's my eyes or what. I'll have to look into that. And here's the switch. You got the switch, low profile. And if we look closely, we see that we have north-facing LEDs for the RGB effects. And now I'm going to connect it to my MacBook Pro and set it to Mac mode, which I hope that that's an option. It must be, because they provided some Mac dedicated keys, which reminds me, let's go ahead and put those on because, like I said, I'm a Mac person. So that's what I'm going to want to see. So let's see what we get here. We get these feet, which are quite a bit taller than the ones that are on the bottom. So I guess that will let you adjust the angle of the keyboard if you want it to be different. And if you don't like the purple keys, you can switch. Here's a regular, a white key for enter, and another one. So you can replace those keys right there, and probably an escape key. Yep, escape key if you want to do that. So I am just going to replace the command and option keys right here. That's what we want to see if we're a Mac user. We want to see it look like that. And now I'm going to hook it up and test it for a few days and let you know what I think, along with a typing test for the sound of the switches and the RGB effects. And I wanted to also mention that they sent me their Clicks mouse. So I'm going to test that along with it, the keyboard, and let you know what I think about their gaming mouse. I'm not a gamer. I want to make that clear. I'm just a normal, everyday typer. So I'm going to use the keyboard and the mouse as a normal user instead of a gamer, and let you know what I think. I like this RGB light bar. It's kind of a cool effect. And I also wanted to talk to you here about the Epomaker Click mouse. It's a nice mouse. It is very lightweight. It's built for gamers and for speed, and it is fast. Let me tell you, it's too fast, actually. I've noticed that sometimes when I'm using it, I can't find my cursor on my computer because it is just too quick. You can change that with these buttons here. You can adjust the polling and the DPI. On the bottom is a button to change the polling rate, and you can switch between 2.4 gigahertz and two Bluetooth connections. And you can even connect it with a USB cable if you want to go with a non-wireless connection. It's a nice mouse if you like something incredibly lightweight and quick. It's not really for me. I prefer the Logitech MX Master because I like the scroll wheel on the MX Master. This one's got a little bit of a ratcheting feel. It's got a rubber grip here. It works fine. It's just, you know, you get used to what you get used to, and you prefer it after a while. Now let's take a look at the lighting effects of the Luma 100. Now let's check out the lighting effects of the Epomaker Luma 100. To do that, you have to press the function key and the backspace key, and that will cycle through the different settings. So let's try that. So you can see this is one, and it's got like an effect of when you press the key, you're going to get a color. So let's do the next one. Let's just go through them. You can see what that does. Okay, this is just a solid color. Now it's kind of breathing. I always like the rainbow effect. That looks pretty cool. So another one. Quite a few effects. Let's see what that does. And you get the idea. I think we're back to the beginning there. Now let's check out the lighting effects of this RGB light bar. And to switch between those settings, we use the function key and the home button. So we can see what all it can do. Right now it's cycling between colors. And that's just a solid color, it looks like. There's a solid color. Looks like we can just cycle through the solid colors. And then it's off. So that's about all the settings you get. You got the rainbow effect there. And then the breathing effect, cycling through all the colors. And then, yeah, then just cycling through colors and then off. So there's not a lot to pick from for that, but I really like that effect. After using the Epomaker Luma 100 for a few days, I have to say that I like it, and I don't like it. But let me just say that the reason why I don't like it is because I'm used to using a 75% size keyboard. That's all I used for years and years and years, and this is a full-size keyboard with a number pad. And it goofs me up because I have muscle memory typing. I'm a touch typist. I'm constantly pressing the wrong arrow keys when I'm wanting to move down a line or something like that. I'm pressing like the 0 key, and it just kind of trips me up and is, it's annoying for me. But the keyboard itself, typing on it, I have no complaints. It's well made. It looks great. I mean, don't you think this looks great? I like the brushed aluminum housing. Now, some people might not like it because it is so flat. Look at this. It is really flat, and you don't have much at all of an angle. So when it's on your desk, it's pretty flat to the ground or flat to the surface of your desk. You might like that a lot or might not like it. It doesn't really bother me that much, but I can see how it could bother some people. What can I say? Epomaker makes a nice keyboard. I like that they give you the Mac keys here if you're a Mac person, and if you're not, you have the Windows keys. I like that it's easy to switch between Mac and Windows mode. I like the tri-mode connectivity. I like this keyboard. It's just that I probably won't continue to use it because of the number pad. I don't need a number pad. So I hope that they make a 75% size version of this keyboard, because it does look fantastic. It types well. It's pretty quiet. I prefer a little bit more of a clickety clackety thocky type keyboard, but hey, I'm kind of picky when it comes to keyboards. The Click mouse that I showed you, that's a nice mouse if you're a gamer, but for me, it doesn't tick my personal boxes. But I don't think anybody would be unhappy with this keyboard. No, I don't think so. I think you'd be pretty happy with it. If you want a full-size keyboard, you want an aluminum housing, you want it to look pretty snazzy, I think you'd love it. I think I'm going to go back to my keychron. I'm sorry, Epomaker. I'm really sorry for saying that, but I'm going to go back to my 75% size keyboard for now. Was this review helpful for you? If it was, consider giving me a thumbs up. It really helps my channel, and it's only just a click for you to do that for me. And if you want to see more keyboard reviews, I have another one coming up really soon, and some more mouse reviews, mouse reviews. I've got more of those coming up. I'll try to mix them in with some other reviews so it's not keyboard. And as always, I hope you have a nice day.